Okay, so this thing is de-lammed on me when I was pulling tape. The ultimate fear. I'm sanding this one out. What I did discover though, whenever I was put this on the bike, is it's not even on one side. I think when I measured this, I measured the one side of the tape and then the other side over here, so it's off by a little bit more than a tape line. So I'm gonna redo like this half, probably, maybe the whole thing. We'll see. I don't know, man, it sucks. Okay, here we are again. After we sprayed everything last night, this thing de-lammed, and as I removed this, I was going to redo this side here where it de-lammed over here, and it was actually, the design was slightly off, a little lower on one side, and I think that's because of how I measured the tape. But anyway, this side I noticed had a ripple in it, and you could push it around, so the paint had de-lammed from the primer. The primer is sticking very well, but which I thought would be the problem, but it's the paint, so I don't know what the hell happened. So my 320 did all the paint off of it, and we're going to put another couple coats of the primer on there to cover everything up. Base, 400 it tomorrow, and then lay all the paint down, so we can catch back up with the rest of it. Oh, there's always one piece, man. I just hope it's just one. Sean's gay. Okay, here we are again, 5:30 in the morning. Let's let the primer dry overnight. I'm gonna real quick hit it with some 400, and we're gonna get some base coat, clear coat on it so it can dry, so maybe I can do the graphics this weekend. So let's get to it. Okay, so this morning we're redoing this cowl. The design's completely different than what I had before. I really didn't care for the other one anyway. Sometimes God intervenes, and he didn't like what I was doing either. So the paint lifted. I've had to redo this. Hopefully God likes this one, because I don't want to redo it. I don't have time to redo it again. So, but I've completely changed the design. I like this much better. We're adding a logo in there. I've got this Cricut machine, and I'm fighting the urge to put stuff all over this bike because I want it clean, but it's just so easy to do these things. But anyway, I'm adding that one just because of the way I redesigned this. I think it kind of fits perfectly into it. I was gonna go with the really tiny one, but this one, good size. It'll be subtle because it's going to be that gray that's on the side of the tank. We put the tank on here just so I could kind of see how the design works with it. But it's going to look just like that gray. And so this will all be the black. I'm going to spray that this morning. This whole process takes forever because you got to spray the black down. First of all, you got to mask it. This takes forever. Then you got to spray the black down, then 3 coats of that, then you got to put the candy red, or I'm sorry, the black, and then I pull the tape for the red. I spray the red over it. So I've got candy red here, and then the candy red for the outline. So we do like 3 of those, and then we do the ice gold pearl House of Color over that. And in between all that, we've got to let the base lock up for a couple hours. So the black's got to lock up anyway before I pull the tape. That's a couple hours. Then once you spray the red and the ice gold pearl, that's got to lock up for a couple hours before you pull the tape. Then you can pull the tape off of it, and then you can clear it. So that waiting, I mean, that adds 4 hours to the whole thing anyway. And now I've got other stuff to do in between there. So that's what I'll do. But man, it can really drag out. I mean, when I painted the bike then the first time, I was waiting all that time to do those things, and it took forever. So anyway, hopefully it goes smooth today. Okay guys, quick tip on, I've got this decal on here with the backing on it. A lot of times, you know, you'll frame out the tape so you can get it, and then you put it on there and you place it in place so you get it where you want it there. I found that not to be great for me. I screwed up a couple just because I'm so particular about position of that. But what I found is you tape one edge, and then you flip it up, you know, use that as a hinge, and everything stays exactly where it's at. You flip it up, peel your bottom off of it, and then all you got to do is put it right back down, stick it in place, and it doesn't move at all that way. Whereas if you remove it and then try to get it back in place, it tends to not be quite right. So I find that will be the easiest way to do this.